back to another one of our OTP functionality episodes. And in this one, we're going to delve a little bit more into the payable functionality. On one of our other episodes, we talked about setting up the buckets and transactions and roll-ups around the payables. So in this one, we are really going to take a look at that payable report and also the buckets again, and just kind of touch on how we can get some automated posting going to the payables. So if I take a look at my payables here, this particular report, if I look at my options, I'm in my year bucket breakout with roll-ups, and this is actually one of my favorite reports within the software. And you can see I've got my buckets going across the top. So these typically represent your accounts. So we've got our federal payable, FIN 48 liability, our intercompany payable. Another bucket you will see here is one called liability posting. And this is a generic bucket that comes out of the box with the software. So if you notice, I am actually in my Fed only report currently. And so I know all of these things have to do with the federal payable. So anything that is sitting in this liability posting, I know is a federal payable. But what if I decide to run the federal and the state options together? My liability posting number changed. However, I can tell that I've got some state payables and some federal payables, but I really don't know what the makeup is of this. So just as a best practice, we want to stay away from this liability posting if you are looking to get usable data out of our reports. And that's really our main goal when we are reporting out of one source tax provision, is to make sure that on the back end, the reports that we are getting are serving us and we're not having to take extra steps to break up data out of the report to kind of parse things. We want to try to get that information set up and in the software in the correct places so that we reduce the amount of work we have to do on the back end. So I am going to show you how we can take care of the automatic posting and get it to a particular bucket if we want to do so, because the default out of the box is for the system to post to the liability posting unless you tell it otherwise. And then for things like cash adjustments or anything else that you're going to import in or enter manually into the system, you have to be very conscious of the buckets that you are choosing. So we definitely, in this example, I would not like to see all of my adjustments sitting in the liability posting. I would enter them in the system into the particular bucket. So I'd have to do some kind of reclass here to move those out. But anyway, let's go take a look at how we can get the system automated posting to post a particular bucket. So we're going to go into the data set and we're going to select more, and we're going to go into our data set parameters. So I've already loaded a few of these currently. So items 10 through 17 are my particular ones. So if I take the first one, what this is telling me is that for the CPROV posting, which is actually the automatic posting of the return basis provision amount on the tax provision report, I would like that to go to the federal payable. So this is my code for that column that you saw that said federal payable. However, if it is a state, I want to use this parameter and select the parameter value of state payable. Now you can see there are several here because if we are breaking out our foreign, and even if we don't have a special foreign bucket, maybe the foreign bucket is still the Fed payable. We do want to make sure that for those entities that we have designated as being foreign entities, when we set them up, that we want to get them to post appropriately to a bucket as well. So you have to do this for the regular provision, and then you will also do this for your RTP as well, so that when the system posts the RTP adjustments, it will send it to the correct bucket that you would like it to go. So there's no need to kind of memorize these codes. They are available if you go into the help manual. And when you open up that help manual, there is a data set parameters within the reference items. I am in the dataset parameters reference, and you can just scroll down. Here they are. So if you want to set these up, you can simply, you can highlight them and just copy and paste in. And it gives you all of the items that you need to enter alphanumeric, and then put the payable bucket code in and save. So here are your regular provision ones and the parameters for the RTP bucket. Look forward to seeing you on another session, and hope you will go ahead and set up your payables with these parameters.